Welcome. Let's continue our journey together. We're going to begin as we always do by inhaling through the nose for 4 seconds, holding it for 2 seconds, exhaling out the mouth for 4 seconds. You will continue this for a couple of minutes while I guide you with this meditation. Continue to relax, sitting or laying down in a comfortable, safe place, but not too comfortable where you fall asleep immediately. If you do, it's okay. You will get the same benefit as if you were awake. And it's the same thing with this meditation. You will get the same benefit following this meditation through this recording as you would if we were sitting in a room together meditating. Just allow it to happen. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to fully experience the meditation which I'm going to guide you through. I'm standing in the middle of a beautiful field. It's in the fall, and the wheat is a beautiful golden color. When I look around, I can see the wind gently blowing the wheat tops as they sway from side to side. The sun is on my face, and it is a perfect temperature. I'm glad to be here, and I am enjoying this beautiful day. I stand here for a minute and experience it. How beautiful and how peaceful this is. So I look around and I can see rolling hills, but everywhere I look is this beautiful wheat. And I begin to walk through the wheat, feeling the wheat tops just brush against me as I walk by. I decide to stop for a minute. And I turn around and I look, and I see a storm cloud. It's way off in the distance, and I notice it looks like it's raining a little bit. And I stand there and I watch it. And then I realize it's getting a little closer. And I think to myself, well, I wonder how to get away from here, just in case, because I don't want to get wet, or worse, have lightning strike, because I am out in the middle of a field, on a hill. And I realize I don't know which direction to go. In my time of being out here, I've become lost. And I look over at the cloud again, and it's very, very close, maybe only a couple miles away. And I can see it has grown a very deep bluish purple, and it's very active. And I watch this cloud from the distance, and I become a little afraid of being out there. And I start to walk in the opposite direction, but I realize that my feet aren't moving. I'm just standing there. And I look up and I notice that the clouds are starting to swirl. I can feel the wind, and I look down and I see the weed is bending over with the wind. The wind is getting stronger and stronger, and it's getting a little bit cooler as the warm air and the cold air have collided. And I notice up into the cloud, a tornado is starting to spin up. And now I'm becoming really scared. What is going to happen with this tornado? It's definitely dangerous. And I see the tornado getting stronger and stronger, spinning and spinning very, very fast. And it's way bigger than the tornadoes I have ever imagined. And it touches down, and when it does, the dirt and the wheat and everything around it explodes and immediately gets sucked up into the funnel cloud. And then I see it go throughout the sides of the cloud. It is utterly terrifying. And this tornado is moving towards me. And as it moves, it grows stronger and stronger and bigger. And I cannot move. I'm literally stuck where I am. And I notice the tornado has many things in it. Trees, cattle, rocks, dirt, maybe even pieces of houses and other buildings. And I have no idea what to do, so I start to panic. And the tornado is down at the bottom of the hill I'm standing at, and it is still heading right towards me, and it is still getting stronger by the foot that it progresses. The tornado goes up the hill towards me and continues. It looks like it's about a half a mile wide. It is gigantic, and I can see so many things inside it spinning, going by me and then coming back around again. Very powerful. And I realize that I have to die. There is no two ways about it. I can't move. I can't lay down. I have to just sit there and observe. And this tornado has turned very, very dark, as the clouds are dark. And the first pieces of big hail come down and they hit me. Very powerful, very large hail, a couple inches in diameter. And they hit my body. And as they hit my body, they beat it in different places over and over and over again. It is painful, but it is hitting my body. And then the tornado comes up to the top of the hill, and it starts to hit my skin that has already been pelted by the hail. I can feel it tearing my skin slowly, going faster and faster. And the things that are inside the tornado begin to hit my skin. The sand, the dirt, the pieces of wheat. Everything is hitting my skin. And then I can feel, as the tornado envelops me, I can feel pieces of the houses and rocks and things like that hitting my skin and hitting my body and tearing the flesh off and tearing the bones away and tearing all the things away that I've previously held on to as mine, as my body, as my being. All of it is torn away, and it continues to mix inside the tornado over and over again. as the particles get smaller and smaller. My muscles, my cartilage, my bone, my skull, my brain, everything is being ground down to a molecular level. It continues to get ground down over and over with each pass. This tornado is so powerful. It's one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, that has ever been. And as it grinds away, there is simply nothing left of me except these molecules floating around in the tornado. And even the molecules get ground down to the atom level. And the atoms get sucked up into the tornado cloud, way up into the funnel, until they disappear. And now I watch the tornado from my spiritual body, which is floating above. And I watch it pass by. And I realize this is all the things I believed in, all the things I held on to dearly, all the things I worried about, my fears, my health, my job. It's all gone now. It doesn't matter. It's gone with a tornado that speeds away. And I realize that I'm floating higher and higher. And I have no body. My body is a spiritual one. And I float higher and higher until I can see the curve of the earth. And I continue to float higher until I see it from a distance as a beautiful blue planet. And I float further and further away until I get close to the sun. And there I am looking at the sun, and it's so peaceful. It's not too bright. It's not too hot. It's just the sun with the beautiful currents and the motion and the magic of its energy. And it's flying around underneath me. And I turn and I notice there's a being standing next to me. Another spiritual being. A being that is big and stronger than the sun. A being of deep love, deep purity, and deep truth. And the being looks at me, and without saying anything, I know that it wants me to go ahead and go into the sun. But I still have attachments and fears, so I don't want to do this. And with gentle, loving, assured glance, the being motions me to enter the sun. And I do. And when I do, the rest of me burns up. My fears burn up. My emotions burn up. My attachments, they burn up in the sun. And I become a part of the sun. And I realize that the being that was with me is the sun. One small part of this being is the sun. One minute part is the sun. And I am a part of this being.